everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, 9 Bullets. So this is about a burlesque dancer who has to go on the run to save her neighbor who's a kid after witnessing his parents' murder or something like that. What's her name? Her name is Lena Headey? Headey? I don't know. You know, from Game of Thrones she's in. Just very popular from other things as well. But also Sam Worthington is in this. And Cam Gaggett. I know his name and now I can't say it, but I've seen him in a lot. He's kind of a cool guy. I like him. So there's some names I recognize. That's kind of cool. It's an hour and 36 minutes long. It's only 3.8 on IMDb right now, but only 426 people rated it so far. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching 9 Bullets. We're at the 53-minute, 26-second mark, way past halfway, but I paused it again, so I figured I'd check in and let you know what's going on. So, Lena Headey is the burlesque dancer who's quitting her job to go publish a book and changing her life and everything like that. And her neighbor's kid's parents get murdered, as we know from IMDb, and the kid witnesses that. I think I said she witnesses it, but no, he witnesses it. So, you know, so of course she's got to kind of take him in, and the people who murdered his parents are after him. They have something with an iPad, and they just want to find the kid. So of course they're on the run now, and they're chasing her down. It just so happens that her ex-husband is like the head boss of chasing these kids. So we don't know much of like what's on the iPad, why the parents were killed or anything like that, but we know like she's, you know, she's not motherly at all, so she doesn't want the kid. She's trying to get him somewhere so she doesn't have to be with him. And as you can imagine, in a story like this, maybe they start to like each other a little bit, and you know, you can guess on which direction this can go. That's really all it is right now. And so they're driving across states and they're being chased, and so that kind of stuff. Now I will say, you know, without getting into too much detail, I'm surprised how quickly the kid is over his parents, and how cavalier she is with a child, even though she's an adult. And I get it, you don't like kids, but like an 11-year-old just letting him go, you know, do what he wants to do kind of thing. Like, okay, you go buy food, I'll be here. Like, you know, with a kid you don't know who's on the run and stuff like that. Whatever. But we'll see where it goes. I won't go into any more detail there. We'll save it to the end, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Stick around.
We gotta find this bitch.
Hey everybody, we're at the credits of 9 Bullets, and I don't know. It's... I feel mean saying it's almost laughable. I totally get the bad scores. Now there is a lot to this movie, or there's some to this movie that it's like, hey, you know, if done slightly differently, I would say it was good. I don't know if I mentioned Sam Worthington is her ex-husband, I believe, and the big crime boss. I don't know, you know, what he actually does. You know, I guess he loans out money and people don't pay him back, he goes out and kills them. Still unclear on that. But the chasing, you know, they're chasing after her and the kid, and it's like the getting away is almost ridiculous. You know, they run across the street, jump in the car, they're gone, nobody can find them. You know, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Like it just, you know, like I don't know. And there's a point where they have him again, and it's just, she gets away. Like, that kind of stuff is silly. And then the ending, I thought the ending was going to be, I mean, once I started watching the actual ending, I was like, okay, this isn't the actual ending. There's going to be something else. Like a dream sequence or something weird like that, you know? And when you see it, you'll see what I mean. I was like, eh. You know, and I'll talk a little bit more openly about that in a minute, but it's just, it's so, I want to say holy? I don't know. There's so, not that there's so much holes. Like, it's not like the plot was that complex that there's holes in the plot. You know, there are some things that are maybe left out. but it's just so, I'll say, not tight. Like there's a good story and there's a decent plot that, and I don't know whose job it is to make it a little bit more believable, I guess, than what has appeared on the screen. It just, I don't know. I mean, you can see what's happening from a mile away, and that's fine. It's just like, how does it all happen? And that's the piece that's like, okay. So, I kind of, it's hard for me to get into more detail without ruining this for you, but you'll see what I mean. I mean, I'm not down at the 4 level. I'm close, though. Probably at the 5 level on this one. It was just hard to watch this, I don't know, unfold, if you will. I don't know how to say it. Like, you know, the whole 9 bullets thing, you'll see that too, so. Alright, that's it. That's all I got for you. If you haven't seen the movie and you don't want any more spoilers, you know, check out now. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to talk a little bit more openly about the film. If you have seen the movie and you want to hear what I have to say, please stick around. But spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So, the 9 bullets, like, okay, really? And the recovery time is phenomenal. I mean, like, you know, like the next day kind of thing, and they're able to get away. Like, wouldn't Jack just come and find them a couple of days later or whatever, you know, during the recovery? Like, seriously? Okay, so that whole thing. Then when then this is what made me think it was a dream sequence, that they're driving their car, and, you know, that piece, and I was like, okay, what's going to happen is she's dying, and she's visually, you know, she's seeing this right before she dies, and that's the whole thing. But no, that's really what they decided to say was the ending, like, that she just stays a step ahead from these hitmen that have easily tracked her down throughout the entire movie, but let her go. And you know what I mean? Like, it's laughable. I just, you know, I mean, you have to see it. And I don't even know what happened to her friend. I'm assuming maybe she didn't make it, but they don't show that. They leave that out. So that's what I mean, like, by all the craziness that goes on. But, alright, that's it. I wanted to share that with you, because it was hard for me to say it in front of everybody else who maybe didn't want it to be spoiled. Alright, hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.